Thank you very much for allowing me a few moments to stand in front of the guys. We just had an awesome time in the day. As a matter of fact, come to mind, if I try to think of it and believe it, family. How close is a family? How close is your family? We were a family. We were individuals that came together and enjoyed being together. We communicated. We were all kinds of characters. And we accepted every individual in that family. We went through life after the unit, but we took with us what we had in those moments together. Not just in A company, but in other units. Not just in the military, but in life itself. I know we did. I was one of those individuals, and I know that what we had was greater than anything that most human beings will have. We were a family, no matter what. And we're still a family today. How is your feelings when you haven't seen a family member in a long time and you go and visit that family member? Isn't it just bizarre? You may have a different character. You may exert some emotions, or you may be a clown, and you may just have a really good time. If it's every 2 years that we get together and have a good time, and our loved ones, our wives, will accept it, they're our heroes, right? Amen. I took with it what I got. I took with me. And I went through life in many, many situations, and everyone here has been in many situations, no matter what. Not necessarily in combat zones, but we have been in situations that we use the values that we took with us from A Company 75th. And in that unit, we weren't just soldiers, team leaders, squad leaders, commanders. We were a family that shared, that understood. And our 2 cents, no matter what, was worth to put our 2 cents into what we were doing. We did it. And we're still doing it. We're still a family. Short story, and it really is, I know. I see some of you look at it, well, here we go, these are short stories. 30 years later, about more, I had a situation, a job that I was doing. I became a contractor, and I wound up working for the government in combat zones. I did Kandahar, and I'm not bragging, but I did Kandahar, and we brought it from disaster to what it was. After that, I went to a place called Salerno. Some of you know about Salerno. Salerno was a forward operating base up on the Pakistan border. It was on the Afghanistan side. Oh, there. The thing about Salerno was, it was a point, a forward operating base, that was a point to keep the enemy from coming across. Right across, not Pakistan and not Afghanistan, there was an area about 50 miles wide and about 150 miles long. And neither country would claim it. So guess what? Taliban claimed it. It was a mountainous area full of caves, hundreds of miles of caves. And they were living in those caves and becoming strong and trying to come across into the Afghanistan area. And that base was put there to help stop them. I was a part of that for about a year and 3 months. And I'm not bragging. Everyone here has done their thing. Everyone. But we had a situation Now, after about a year and 3 months, it's time to go home. And I told myself, enough is enough. I'm going home, and I'm going to try and do the maintenance work and the stuff my wife has been doing for all these years. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be a responsible husband, I hope. I was standing in front of the flag command center. I was looking up. I thought, yeah, that's neat. That's neat. And then all of a sudden, it come undone. They came at us. In the back of that unit, in the back of that base was an orange grove. In the front, we had an oak. They blew the front gates off, and they were coming at us from the back of the orange grove in herds. And they were coming at us. We started defending, and we were about 3 days when we got it squared away. All right, can I go home now? And all my buddies said, well, why not? We had a going away party. Hello. Here I am again, standing in front of the flagpole looking up. And I was thinking, man, what a deal. What a deal. What would that flag, if that banner could speak, what would that banner say? We have a couple of cadets or a couple of volunteers I could use. Is there a couple that could come up here and help me out? Please. I just need a couple. What I need is for you to hold the flag out to where everyone can see it in a full force. If you could just take the flag and hold it out. I was standing at that flagpole looking up at that banner. And I said, God. And I don't take the credit. I give all the credit to God Almighty. I said, God, if that banner could speak, what would it say? Click. And it came. So I wrote the words down. Barree. If glory could speak, the American flag. If glory could speak, what would she say? Would she tell a story of freedom and the pains she's felt along the way? My colors run red with blood and white stripes of purity that surrounds a field of true blue, which beds the stars of unity. I fly from points on high for all the world to see, representing a country of liberty and those who fight to keep it free. If glory could speak, what would she say? I stand with those who raise their hand in oath to answer the call and drape the caskets of the fallen from the battlefield who gave their all. I'm displayed in many ways and places, draped in halls and hung on walls, and sometimes I'm painted on faces. But the grandest spot where I could be is in your heart with great emotion, which sheds a tear for me. If glory could speak, what would she say? Would she tell the story of freedom and the pains she's felt along the way? Thank you.